welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 11 of Wholesome, and I'm loving Wholesome. I'm loving this internal sense of self-love that creates Glimmers, which is a wholesomeness. It's taken me ages to really work out what wholesome is. For me, it's the act, it's the consequences of self-love is wholesome. So great. Have your little weights handy. And I just realized this morning that I have several Catherines here with me. I think, so as far as I know, I think there's 5 Catherines here. So one of the Catherines was texting me yesterday, to say that that often with shoulder things and arm things that she can be slightly sensitive because she has a pain in her shoulder. But actually, the work we've been doing with the tins, slow and steady, incremental, continuous practice has actually really helped her shoulder. So this is really good news. This is wonderful. For me, anything that I do on a regular basis, steady, as a lifestyle choice, as a thing that's integrated into my life, has a much more wholesome effect on me rather than a once-off, really strong session in the gym. Something that I incrementally, steadily incorporate in my life really makes a difference. So come lie on your back. Tomorrow is Sunday Yum, so we're kind of heading that way with our Saturday, okay? But we probably will stand up, but we're going to start on the back. Great, come. So light your candle, but we're not going to stay long. It's funny, I can feel that I'm moving. I'm leaving the candle zone. Light your candle. Get an aromatherapy just because it's deliciously yum. Huh. So yum. And then lie on the floor. All the way down, land on the floor, arrive in. And as you arrive, as you land, just feel the back of your body on the floor. That sense of the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the length of your spine. For me, my hood was resting slightly between my shoulders, so I'm just going to adjust that. Hi, Bear. Go on, off to bed. Go on, off to bed. Go on, what to do. So just landing. Nice. And then stretch your legs out long. And then turn your toes towards the right. Both toes like windscreen wipers. And then turn your toes towards the left. And feel what that does in your pelvis. Turn your toes towards the right. Turn your toes towards the left. And as your toes go right, turn your head to the left. And as your toes go left, turn your head to the right. And don't do anything that hurts your knees. It's about your hips moving. So really go slowly, go steadily if you have anything going on with your knees. Okay? Great. There. So then stand your right foot on top of the left foot. So now I've stacked my right foot on top of the left toes. And then try and bring your toes down to the floor either side. There. Go on. Choo-choo. Go on. Choo-choo-choo. So as I do this, there's a much bigger movement in my pelvis. So my right hip really lifts. My left hip kind of lifts. Right hip lifts, left hip a bit, right hip lifts. Nice. So next time your toes go, oh God, sorry. Next time your toes go left, I want to turn your head to the right and just pause there. I know. God, it's a bit much this morning. Yosef's been building a wall just outside this door. And so there's quite a lot of dust going on, and I can sneeze with dust. So change sides. Bring your right foot to the bottom, left foot to the top, and you've now stacked your left heel into your right toes, and then rock your toes from side to side. And then next time your toes go right, turn your head to the left. And come back to center. Bend both knees, shimmy so your shoulders are flat, and then rock your knees from side to side. And like we did before, how do you feel and sense the way your pelvis is moving, the way your hips are moving? Nice. Come back to center. Bring your right foot to rest on top of your left knee. Brace your elbows into the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. Nice. Come back to center. Squeeze your left knee towards you. Bring your left foot to the floor. Rock from side to side. Come back to center. Left knee towards you. And rock from side to side. And again, left knee towards you. And then rock from side to side. I'm going to sneeze again. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. So bring your left foot to the top of your right knee and then rock from side to side. Yeah, so just outside this, so this room is where the sauna is for the Wim Hof events. So just here down beyond my feet is the sauna. And then this room here is my online yoga room, but this is also rented out to a homeopath, to an acupuncturist, to a psychotherapist. So I break this room down, people work in it during the day, and then I set it back up again. And so we've created a doorway or a kind of a little hallway that divides our big landing from this room here. It's really nice. God, you also did an amazing job. So come back to center, squeeze your right knee towards you, and then rock right and rock left. Nice. Draw your right knee towards you, and rock right and rock left. And again, right knee towards you, rock right and rock left. Super. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. Grab your weight. Remember, you now have a weight above your face. Stretch both legs up towards the ceiling and just roll into your ankles and reach your weight as high up towards the ceiling as you can. As you roll into your ankles and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bend your knees. Let your toes touch the floor and then stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Bend your knees. Let your toes touch the floor and stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. And just do that a few times. Bend your knees, touch the floor, and you're trying to keep your back imprinted into the floor. So I'm not letting my back arch a huge amount as I drop my feet down. I'm trying to keep my lower back steady on the floor as I drop my feet down. Nice. Stay with both arms up towards the ceiling, holding onto your weight, and then lower your right leg down until it floats just above the floor. And then change. Lower your left leg down till it floats just above the floor. And come back up. Right leg down, up, left leg down, up, right leg down, up, left leg down, up. Nice. Keep your legs where they are. Bend your elbows. Bring your knuckles to the floor. Stretch your arms up. Bend your elbows. Bring your knuckles to the floor. Up. So you're bending your elbow and you're dropping your hands down above your head.
And then maybe try and touch a little bit further away from your head. Stretch your arms up. Bend your elbows, touch a bit further higher. But you're not dropping down straight. So I'm not dropping down straight with my arms, which is a different thing. I'm bending my elbows and then extending my arms overhead. And then bending my elbows, stretching my arms. Bend your elbows, extend overhead. Bend your elbows, arms up. Nice. We're going to do everything together. So bend your knees, bend your elbows, touch the floor with your toes, touch the floor with your knuckles, stretch both arms up, stretch both legs up. Bend everything, touch the floor, bend everything, and up. Bend everything, touch the floor, straighten everything. Bend everything, touch the floor, and straighten up. Nice. One more time. Bend everything, touch the floor, pause there. So you're lightly touching the floor with your fingers, lightly touching the floor with your toes. I'm kind of tapping my toes on the floor. It feels very distracting in a very nice way. Nice. Come all the way back up. Stretch both arms, both legs. We did this yesterday. We're going to try it again today. 45-degree angle with your arms and your legs. Come up, let them touch. 45-degree angle, arms and legs. Touch. Maybe you go down further. Maybe you float just above the floor. Find the distance that you're able to really be well with. And wellness is, could you have a conversation right now? Could you speak? Can you breathe? Nice. One more time. Super awesome. So come lie on your tummy. Come all the way around, lie on your tummy. Have your elbows bent with your hands either side of you on the floor. So we're going to stretch out our bellies. So lengthen your left arm long beside you. Bend your right knee. Push the right hand down and roll so that your right foot is traveling towards your left hand. And then come back to center. Bend both elbows, straighten your right arm, and then take your left foot over towards the right side. And then come back to center. Nice. So you can do it where both arms stay long and both knees stay bent. Give that a go if you want. There's something about the punctuation of bending my arm and pushing into it that feels very nice. But I do like having both knees bent as I travel. Somehow it's like I'm rolling into the thighs, rolling into the torso, lengthening into my armpit. So yeah, both knees bent. And as I travel, the arm that I'm reversing into is straight. The hand in front of me is bent. One more time each side. Super cool. Push all the way back, downward dog. Pulling back. Toes are wide, heels are pulling back. Hands are pushing down, deep and backwards. Nice. Bring your right knee forward between your two hands and come into zigzag. Grab your weight in your left hand. So my knees are towards the right. My weight is in my left hand. And then reach your left hand up. Bring it down. Change weight. Reach your right arm up. And so feel the difference between one side of the waist and the other. When I reach my left arm up, it travels down in a zigzag way, the weight of my body. Whereas when I reach my right arm up, it's like whew, straight down into my hip, into my belly, through my arms. So I can feel a really clear fascial connection. Whereas when I reach my left arm up, it's like my right hip and it travels across to my rib and up into my armpit, but then into my upper arm. And it kind of travels in a zigzag. One more time each side. Feel the difference. Right arm up, The left arm up. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Push back into your downward dog. And then bring your left knee forward between your two hands. Come into zigzag. Reach your right arm up. Feel how that zigzag down through you and through the weight of your body. Whereas if you reach the left arm up, there's a very clear, long line of connection from your hip into your arm. Up. Not so clear. My waist on the right is kind of missing. Whereas when I reach the left arm up, it's like whew, straight up through the side of my body. Notice for you, what's the difference? Right arm up and left arm up. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Push back. Downward dog. Nice. And bring your right knee down. Come into zigzag. And then hold on to your weight with your right hand. And then pull your right elbow back into wing. So wing is where your thumb is facing the floor and your elbow is back and your knuckles are just beside the side of your face. And then drop your elbow down towards your right hip. And then pull your elbow back into wing. So I'll go sideways as I do this. You can see it. Elbow into wing. And then elbow drops down. So it's like I'm just lifting my elbow straight up towards the ceiling and then pulling it back a bit. And then down. Right elbow back, wing, and then down. Nice. And then just here, roll your shoulder in a big circle like a choo-choo train. Right shoulder rolls in a circle. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Change sides. Bring your zigzag to the left. Feet to the right, knees to the left. And then pull your left elbow straight up and bring your arm into wing. And then elbow comes down. Elbow goes up, wing, and then elbow comes down. So go slowly with this one. For me, I have to, as always, there's certain pockets of me that I need to go more carefully with. And this is one of those. This is like, interesting. I can feel always that there's some kind of scar tissue in this shoulder from, I think I ripped something in my shoulder at some stage. And I'm always just mindful of it, aware of it, not forcing it, being with it, being kind, never too strong a sensation, never too strong of an action. But it's gradually, slowly. And come back. Stretch both legs long in front of you. Hold your weight in both hands and reach both arms forward, both legs forward. Nice. When we were on the floor, we did something like this where we bent our elbows and then we reached up towards the floor above us. So now we're reaching towards the ceiling above us. Bend your elbows, straighten your arms. Bend your elbows. Reach towards the ceiling above you. Bend your elbows, arms straight. Bend your elbows, reaching up, and then stretch into your legs and get tall through your arms, tall through your legs. Push down into your pelvis and really feel like you can widen into your toes, widen into your chest. Breathe into your belly. Nice. Bend your elbows, bring both hands down towards the left side. Bend your elbows, reaching up. Bend your elbows, bring both hands down to the left side. Oh, whatever side I didn't do. Come back, reaching up. Bend your elbows, come down to the side. Bend your elbows, reaching up. Bend your elbows, both hands down. Bend your elbows, reaching up. Nice. Bend your elbows and let your weight travel as close to your torso as you can, and then all the way out towards your feet. And then as close to your torso as you can and straight up towards the ceiling. So it's like it travels down. Years ago, there used to be the bumpy slide in Letterland. So let your travel down the bumpy slide of you all the way down to your feet. And then the bumpy slide all the way up towards the ceiling. Down, all the way out, maybe beyond your feet. And then all the way up. Nice. I can still remember there was these jute sacks. You'd have to put you'd sit on a mat and your feet were tucked into the mat at the end. And it was like a really itchy, scratchy jute sack. And so you'd sit in and you'd hold on to these two little handles either side of the jute sack. They were like rope handles. And then they would push you down the slide. It was so cool. Out and up. Nice. Come all the way down, drop your weight, and then take your right foot, tuck it over, and twist towards the right side. You can bring your arm long, so you're twisting towards the right, or you can bend your elbow, so you're twisting towards the right. You can always bend your left knee and have both knees bent, and then so your left foot is coming towards your right buttock as you twist. I can do it on this side. I can't do it on the other side. It strains my knee too much. Breathing into it, get taller. Nice change. Both legs long. Take your left foot, bring it to the outside. Either twist from here or bend your right knee. Oh, I can do it now here. Interesting. And then, oh no, I can't. And then twist towards the left. I just feel that, twisting towards the left. If I had a block and if I had a little bit more time, this leg might do that twist. But if I just go in cold like that, there's a sensation of compression that doesn't feel good. So always listening for what is a range of motion that feels wholesome and what's a growing range of motion and what's an expanding range of motion rather than a forced range of motion. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Come into a cross-legged position, hands to your heart. And pause. Nice. Come lie on the floor if that's what you're going to do. Or just think about, where is wholesome since your last yoga class? What has been wholesome for you? What has been a wonderful thing for you since the last yoga class? I'm just going to think as well. Oh, I went for a snooze yesterday afternoon. I had a cancellation and I just went back to bed. Oh, it was so amazing. It was so gorgeous. So I will see you all tomorrow for Sunday. Something, yeah, that sense of how do we move, how do we connect, how do we deepen, how do we use our weights. I will see you all tomorrow. Really, thank you for being here. Thanks for the text, Catherine. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Another awesome day. Wonderful. Bye.